sound like you two? It does sound like you. Is there anyone here that would like to say a message to one of us? Or to give a message to Dave? Move on. It's strange, isn't it? Is that? It's something. I thought it said strange sensation. Noisy. I think it's that. Come on. You heard that you do that saying? Moving things and opening doors. Can you communicate with us? And then we can go and say, sorry, don't leave us. What was that? Goodbye. As soon as I started talking, so I ain't going to talk.
Yeah, please do, because that do free out.
It's blinding.
My eyeballs.
Can you see it clear?
Cat ball.
Cat ball again. Shall we put a cat?
Can't really put a cat on near this.
Yeah, because it's going to get moved, isn't it?
Whee! Light on.
Oh, fucking hell. Huh? Are we having a light on? I don't think I can see that. Can you see it? I can see it. Can you see it clearly on that?
I said, are we having a light on? And I've got a sarcastic answer.
I thought you meant like a big light.
I did. A light. Anyway. I need to move the leg.
Check her out.
Why?
Giving it this.
You're going to be comfortable.
Well, I think we need to open that window,
It's the only
don't
way
we?
we'll be able to open the window.
Sorry.
So I just stood up and do it.
Sorry.
What?
Alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, can you see it? Or is it, am I in the way?
No.
Are you doing it?
Come on now. No, you did it last time. Do it this time.
Hang on, I need to undo my jeans. They're proper digging in now. Been on them all day. There we go.
We'll go to Susan's house. We ask you to come in and help us with board. We invite you to take us. think you know how to use this, so all because it's part of the house. So would anyone like to come and speak to us? Thank you. Can you tell us your name, please, so we know who you are?
No.
No, no,
Or is it O?
that's a 0.
I can't see that.
That's at the top part of the.
Or is it the
4,
W?
or is it the W?
Ow.
Are you using the pointed part of the planchette? Or is it the circle inside the planchette? If you're using the pointer, this part here, if you're using that, can you move to yes?
Come on, sorry.
Shouldn't take your finger off the planchette.
I had to.
Right, so we're using the front of it.
The point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. My name is Ruth.
My name is Kay. My name's Ames.
I'm done.
I'm Shez.
I'm Doris.
What's your name, please? Let's come back to W.
Okay.
William. That's what I was going to say. Is
Yeah.
your name William?
It's moving so strong.
Thank you, William. Can you tell us your age? Three. 31. 31. Is that right, William? Are you 31? I've never known a planchette to move like this.
So smoothly.
Thank you so much. Are you connected to the house?
That's slightly adjusted on
Yeah.
the
Was you someone that lived here? Yeah.
In what year? What was that?
5.
Did you go 1-5?
Yeah. $12, $25. No, $15, $25.
25.
Whoa.
That was a nice clear yes.
Thank you.
We need to make notes of this.
her last name? Can you spell it?
1525, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
T.
T.
And he's 31. T. T.
A.
Oh my God.
N. N. E. T-A-N-B. Tamb. Tanb.
Tanner. T-A-N-A.
T-A-N-A.
T-N-A-A. T-A-N-A.
Your name's William Tanner.
So your name is William Tanner, you're 31, and you was here in 1525, is that correct?
So we adjusted
Yes.
to the
Yeah.
F.
So you're not from the house, you're from the land.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask you personal questions? Do you mind if we ask you personal questions? Okay. Did you pass from the war in some way or a battle? Was you a Viking?
Mm-hmm.
Vikings were before 1525, weren't they?
Were they?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
Are you buried on Dead Man's Island?
Hmm.
Are you linked to Dead Man's Island? William, are you still here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're asking too many yes questions.
Yeah.
Where we opened the board and invited Spirit to come and talk to us, was you straight away just drawn here, or do you actually like come in this house regularly?
Reside here.
Yeah, do you reside here in this house?
Or do you just visit?
Did we call you from nearby?
There's motion going on the other cameras.
Are you getting tired?
Would you like us to let you go, William?
No.
Okay.
That is commitment. Okay. You can use our energy.
Do you want to tell us something? You can spell out on the board and we can work out what you're spelling. Do you want to tell us your story? What happened to you? Okay, look, I'm going to open my phone and I'll make notes. Okay? Or are you going to goodbye? Okay, no. What's that? J?
J or a K. It's in between.
Okay.
Okay.
K-O-P. Oh.
Is that H?
U.
Here. Eight.
E. JKOU8.
Yes.
JKOU8.
Are you linked to anybody in this room? No. Just checking. Thank you.
JKOU8.
Are you linked to the docks? That's what I've been thinking.
Was that your number?
Boat number.
Prison number.
Prison number.
W?
Between
I said
the T and the
V.
V,
yeah.
V.
William, do you have trouble spelling?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we want yes, no answers.
Yeah, so we need yes,
or
no.
numbers.
Okay. Was you a prisoner?
No.
No. Okay.
Was you a prison officer?
Something to do with the boats.
Well,
No.
there used to be the old prison on the water, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Hulks.
And the what?
Hulks.
That's
they were
it, the
called.
hulks. And they used to the prisoners would escape and go over to Horrid Hill.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
They would escape the boat.
Yeah, and then they're the reason that Horrid Hill got Horrid called.
Mhm. William, did you pass of a natural way, or was your life taken from you? Was it a natural passing? That moved and then went back to yes, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you catch an illness? No. Okay.
Did you have breathing problems?
Mhm.
You do the lungs, didn't you?
Thank you, William.
And I've been feeling it in my chest.
Was it pneumonia? I don't even know whether they would know what pneumonia would be then, would they? Tuberculosis.
It's flashing. You're fine.
Is this tipping?
No.
No. William, did I draw you earlier?
Very handsome man.
Yes, very. William, is you a doctor of some sort for the prisoners?
Did you work on the boats?
It just moved and went
No.
back to no. Oh,
Yes. Did you escort the prisoners?
Was it a job that you enjoyed?
no.
Was you made to do it?
Did you have a family, William? Was you married? No.
Did you pass before your mother and father passed? Oh, that's so sad. Did you have any siblings?
I've never known a planchette
The
to
only
move like
child
this.
came through on the spirit talker earlier.
Only child?
Daddy,
Yeah.
only child. There was like 3 or 4 that linked to that one.
William, was that you talking on the spirit chat earlier?
Does the name Mabel mean anything to you?
Can you see how this planchette is moving?
What's the name I wrote down? Maisie.
Maisie.
Margaret.
Was Margaret one of them?
Yeah,
Margaret.
was one of them.
Margaret.
Margaret, yes. Just to check, it was Margaret. Thank you.
Who was Margaret to you? Was she your mother?
Might not want to answer that one.
No.
Was she your gran? Thought so. You lived with your gran, didn't you? Okay.
Were you close to grandmother?
That's what I get. That's where I thought that they lived there. Like you lived with them.
William, have you come through on investigations here before? Are you somehow related to Dave, who owns the house? No. Okay. You're just in the area and just come in. Is that right? Thank you for talking with us.
It has been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I think he's done now.
Shall we bid you a good night, William?
Okay, lovely.
Thank you, William. Much appreciated you coming forward for us and telling us your story.
It's been lovely talking to you. It really has. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I've never, in all my years, I've never known a planchette to move in that way.
No, not as smoothly as that as well.
Normally, it's, you know, it just goes over the letter.
Yeah.
But that was,
Just using the pointer.
yeah, where normally that they use the circle bit. That is like textbook, how it should be, like in films.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how it moves in films. That is
Yeah.
how it is. So I love
So
this.
like
I love
softly,
this.
wasn't it? It just glided over.
Yeah. But what really, I've got chills all up my back. What I really liked was how it was twisting.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can see it twisting under our fingers.
Yes, and that to me is really good evidence, because
Yeah.
even if we were to try and do that,
Yeah, we'd have to go like that with your fingers on it.
yes. Where if we were to like move it like that to letters, you could do that, but to actually have
The way
it,
it was spinning,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
our fingers are like...
yeah, that you know, I've never known a board to do anything like that.
I think we need to ask Dave where he got this one from.
I think we need to ask Dave if we can have this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the morning after the investigation. Morning, everyone.
Hi. Morning.
Morning.
made it.
Are you awake?
Just.
Morning. Right, so Doe, Shares and Kays did a secret reading and they're going to reveal what they got. Who's going first?
Reveal time.
It's revealed to us.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Come on. Rock, paper, scissors. I did do it, so.
I think as Amy is so desperate, we should do mine last.
Yeah.
That is so not fair.
Good
I'll
thinking,
do mine
Kays.
first. I'll just get it over and done.
Go on then.
Where is it? Can you grab me up a little book as well? Thank you muchly. Okay, so listen. So while I was shuffling, one card fell out, and then when I carried on shuffling, another card fell out, and then I laid 3 cards out. So the first one that came out was Page of Swords reversed, which is careless and cunning. It was a playful energy, childlike with giggles, full of energy, lots of moving objects, cameras. So maybe there's a lot of movement in front of cameras that we haven't picked up on. The name Thomas came up, running around the bed as I was kneeling on the floor.
What room was you in?
Dave's room.
Right.
As I was kneeling on the floor, I could feel the footsteps on the floor, like
Right.
a little kid running around the bed and pulling on the duvet, on one of the corners of the duvet. That was the first one that fell out. The second one was the world, and that is where everything's coming together. So all the pieces all come together, all at the right time. A master came up in that as well. The word master, very, very strong male energy. Watching and waiting for the perfect time, which could link to the Ouija board.
Yeah, I've got that on the spiritual.
What, waiting?
Watching and waiting for the right time. And I was hearing like grumbly noises, like a hungry belly behind me. And then the 3 I laid out was the Hermit, the Moon reversed, and 8 of Pentacles. So the Hermit, that is for wisdom and solitude, enlightenment. So seeing things as they are without any outside influences. That came through with a young woman energy that moves things around up there, and the smell of cleaning, like a Dettol sort of clean, and the need to be alone. This particular woman just wanted to be left alone and enjoyed her own company.
Right.
Right, next one was the Moon reversed, which is truth and deception and clarity. Things moved and taken, things where they don't belong. At that point I was getting really, really hot. It was all hot around my neck.
Things taken and things that in places that don't belong.
Yes.
That
kind of makes sense.
One of these fell off. It was that one fell off.
Yes.
And it landed on the sofa down there.
And from where I was kneeling, you've got the actual frame of the bed. I could see somebody hovering over the bed.
You could see them with your eyes or with your mind?
Both.
Okay.
Your mind's eye.
Yeah. It was strange. But I couldn't tell you if it was a female or a male.
Okay.
Because the features weren't there, if that makes sense.
smell of bare brick, and someone said to me it wasn't me, and then trickster came through. So it wasn't me, haha. But
Right.
actually it was. And the last one was Eight of Pentacles, which came through really, really clear as perseverance will bring rewards. That had more of a calming energy. There's things that we're going to learn from tonight.
Okay.
Learn from the details and find balance.
Okay.
There was an older woman with that one. She had a lot of knowledge and she looked after people. She was a caregiver, and she said, "Work at the bottom till you get to the top."
Right.
And then I picked up my other cards.
Oh my life.
You asked her for a card reading.
I wonder you lot was so long.
And I picked out 2 cards, and that was my other deck, wherever it is, somewhere. Participate and without agenda.
Right.
So they both linked together. It was about teamwork, intention, not entitlement, not fake. Many energies in the room at that point. There was a lot of people in that room. Playful energies mostly, but stubborn. Work without ego, that came through a lot. If it's there, it will make itself known. Work in honesty. Lights will flicker. They were flickering in here earlier,
Yeah, they
weren't
did.
they?
Yeah, they do flicker.
Lights will
I
flicker
see that.
when there's playful energies around, and that I had a really strong smell of talcum powder and baby sick. And while I was up there, I could feel a cat going around my legs. Soft fur, so it was a cat, it wasn't a dog. Soft fur just going around in my legs. That's it.
Nice.
Very
Finished.
nice.
Well done.
I think it does tie into what we've experienced tonight.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I think when you're putting it all together, Ruth, you realise how much does.
Yeah. Because when you're scribbling it down,
I can already.
From what you've said, I can link mine with you.
Go on then.
Come on then.
You don't get away with it, don't you?
From what you've just said, on your last cards
yeah,
about working in honesty, working together, finding balance, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I think that is linked
That's
to
us.
the board.
Yeah.
Working
yeah,
together,
Yeah,
finding a balance, and
Yes.
finding something that works for us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Possibly.
I don't.
Yeah.
I honestly
and
don't know.
What was it? Work without ego.
Yeah.
Oh, very good reading. Now link it, Jess.
It's going to link to the portal room
Portal room.
and to a card that Dode read out. So the first one,
Jokes.
before I started, my K2 was sat here and that was going off.
You were in here, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in here. And the first card was refuge. It felt like this is or was a place for refuge. People felt comfortable and safe. There was a feeling of like security here, a place away from the noise, a beacon of light shining. And on this card was a lighthouse.
Right.
And of course, that's near with the docks where the boats would come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
The light was obviously shining the way for others, sort of like to come to peace and security on this land. It was known, it felt like it was like a blessing for those seeking refuge. So that it was sort of like a comfort zone type thing, trying to escape from probably the war that was happening or whatever, and they're coming over away from France, which you were getting on the Estes and stuff like that.
That's good.
So yeah, but I have also been drawn to the docks. I don't know why, but even you said yesterday in a message, are you drawn to the docks? And I have been.
Yeah, because you kept talking about
Yeah, and obviously the docks are near Dead Man's Island, which holds many lost souls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they're just they're like wandering aimlessly because they've got like nowhere to go basically because they are on this island.
They don't belong.
No. And the lighthouse, it gave me a feeling of it brightens the darkness over the island.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
The second one was wishful. It was a feeling of wishing for things to happen, but it's taking its time. But it also indicates it's waiting for the right time.
Right.
That's very spot on.
Yeah, and when the right time is right, things will start to fall into place. The universe has it all under control.
Right.
And I also have a sense of loneliness and the want of companionship.
Okay.
It's like a want of sharing what that person's interested in. They want to share it with someone. And again, a need to wait for the right time.
I genuinely, like, I've got goosebumps coming up. I genuinely think that is a message for Dave.
Yeah, that's what I thought as it was coming in.
And I think you need to tell him that when he's here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the last one that I pulled was timeless. You can't put a time on anything because things can and do happen when and if they're meant to be. But also feeling that time waits for no one.
Right.
So although things take their time, you're still losing time waiting because obviously time just goes.
Yeah.
A need to slow down and waiting for time to catch up. Sort of like, so don't be in a hurry to commit to anything.
Right.
And then a need of stability before committing to anything. Make sure you value yourself, including waiting for the right time. Stability values should be thought of in order to be everlasting. You will reach the top in time and when the time is right.
So do you think that's maybe a message for us as a team?
I think it could be a bit of both.
Yeah.
Us and Dave, because obviously we're here and this is Dave's home.
And we're both us and him are in the same line of field.
Yeah.
He wants this to be a well-known location.
Yeah.
We want to be able to provide the best that we can and prove that the paranormal is real.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it said, and Dove said about working without ego and being humble and honesty and working together.
Working at the bottom till you get to the top.
Working from the bottom to the top. You've got the same
sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Perseverance.
the William in the portal room was coincided with my lighthouse and stuff that I had on my first card. And then when Doe's going through her stuff, it was coinciding with the time.
Yeah.
Right, so that's all linked together. Yeah, that's really good.
Girls. Yeah, well done, girls.
Blimey. Also, a lighthouse could also be us.
Yeah.
If you look,
a medium is also known as a lighthouse or a beacon of light.
Yeah.
And if there is lost souls or anything like that, they look purposely for light.
Yep.
Which is that radiates off a medium or someone that is sensitive, that is able to do it. Yeah. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe that's your message
Maybe.
to give you that kick to say you are the lighthouse.
Yeah.
You are able, because literally
And-
you've gone from being very quiet about what you're feeling to actually like coming out. Like the True Crime Museum, it was really, really nice
Yeah.
to see you do that.
Yeah.
And you looked very comfortable in what you was doing.
And then with your mum the
Yeah.
other day pouncing on me.
Yep.
Yeah.
She bombarded you.
That was totally unexpected.
What's that?
The hermit
Right.
holding a lantern.
I can't. Yeah, you're gonna have to take a photo.
I took a photo of it. These are the cards that I pulled out. Give me strength, please.
Oh my days. So
There's a
again,
bloody photo on her phone, and I'm like, you're gonna have to take a photo of it. Right, look.
so again,
I'm
it's
tired,
night in the
alright?
day.
Such a difficult one.
Shush. Alright? I'm tired, okay? Shh.
Yes, I took photos of all of it, yes.
So yeah, it's sort of like it's all like connected.
Intertwined, yeah.
It is, it's very intertwined.
Well, girls.
Well
Next,
done.
next.
So it's actually working out quite good.
Yeah.
Always
At first, I
comes
did say to
together, doesn't
Joe
it?
before we started, I was like, how is this going to work? Because obviously I'm only used to doing it on a person.
Mhm.
So I was a bit like, well, how's it going to work?
Yeah,
on
but
a,
I've never
on
done it on a
property?
location.
It's like,
I've
yeah,
only ever done them for people.
yeah,
It's not on a
exactly. So
location.
I was a
Yeah.
little bit sort of like, how's this going to work?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get my head around how it's.
Because it's,
Do you know,
it's a
it's-
completely different energy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's totally different. Literally totally different. I can't explain it.
That's so
But
cool,
it
though.
just, yeah, as soon as the cards came out, it was just there.
Yeah.
That is so cool, though.
And when you read it to somebody else, you've got their energy bouncing off
Yeah.
of yours that you work along with.
Yeah. But you've
Whereas
got,
with the
like,
house,
yeah,
it's just a
It's just-
completely different
yeah.
feel.
it's really weird.
And a
I'm
completely
really
different look on the
impressed.
cards.
Yeah.
I'm actually really impressed.
You've done amazingly.
You've kind of basically, what you've done is you've predicted what was going to happen.
Can you thank you.
Okay, now Kay is going to do a bit. I'm really excited.
So that's all my drawings.
Oh. Okay.
I know there's two links to my drawings. So you mentioned when you was doing your card readings
I like your little doody man.
that when you was doing the card readings and you could see a shadow, like a figure on top of the
Yes.
bed, and you couldn't figure out the
Yes.
gender.
Yeah, that was it.
Cloudy face. I couldn't
That was
figure
it.
it out either.
And it was like that, straight arms out. It was like that.
Like it's hovering.
Yeah,
Yeah. And,
hovering above the bed.
And you two kept seeing the number 67.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting sixes.
Yeah, 6.
16,
67.
67.
Yeah, and I got 67 up
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
up there, and age 6 or 7, weren't it, as
Mhm.
well?
Yeah. I mean, it all. I think the rest of it all kind of links to
When?
like such chains. I got
What date was linked with William? Was that 16?
No.
16?
No.
1525.
What is?
What's that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking it looks like a teepee.
Oh.
I have no idea. Yeah, and I was in that much of a trance doing it. I managed to get a name out of it, and I got Edward out of it.
I've just noticed that.
Yeah. And a little girl in a frame.
Right, we now need to walk. We don't need to. I was going to say we need to go looking for. Oh, I'm not going to put that on there.
No.
Well, I was going to say we need to go looking for a little girl in a photo frame that Kay's has drawn. Don't need to. She's there.
It's even got a frame.
Up on the wall there. Big towels.
An actual child.
Yeah. I did draw a door that has engaged on it though. I'm not too sure on what that means.
Engaged means in
It was,
use,
wasn't it?
doesn't
On a
it?
toilet door or bathroom
Mm.
door
It's like the old wooden doors.
upstairs.
Has she got ribbons in her hair? Or has she got
They're
red?
the old latch doors.
She's got
Netted ribbon.
Upstairs.
What, in that picture?
I think so, yeah.
No, they just
What's
like
this
green
bit
headlamps.
up at in the corner? But what's that?
That is my concentration doodles.
Right, okay.
The way I zone in.
And this?
I was looking.
That's
Oh, engaged.
engaged
So,
door.
I was
Yeah,
looking
obviously
at the
that's
doll
self-explanatory.
on the house.
No.
Oh, yeah, a
on the
ship.
wall,
Yeah,
such a
and then
child.
there's a bucket,
Yeah, no, there
and that looks like a
Skull and crossbones.
yeah.
In a
You know how
bucket.
that's like a toxic kind of sign.
Yeah.
People
Be
used to
interested
use.
to find out what
that.
her name is.
Is
as
that the
well.
number A or is that
No, I think that's
I
meant
had
to
a
be
few
like
names coming through.
some?
some kind of restraint,
Right, and you've done chains.
and I've done chains.
Prisoners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that coincides with
And the ships.
William up. Yeah, and obviously
Could that have like a means of?
Horrid Hill. Could it be the hill?
possibly. It's linked, isn't it?
Possibly.
Do you want to pass it round? Just have a look.
Is she holding a yo-yo?
No.
Or he?
Pocket watch. I was thinking.
Pocket watch. Timeless.
Timeless.
So that's three of us, all three of us, to do with time.
I drew something at our meeting, which I thought was a lollipop.
Mm.
But if you put it that way, it's endless time.
A pocket watch.
A pocket watch.
Good job, girls.
And then could we just point out that the doll there
Oh yeah, the doll.
is, we worked out to be,
But hold on, let me try and...
So I doodle at our meetings when everyone's chit chatting. So this was done before we got here.
Yeah?
And
Yep.
Ames has never been here before.
got the curly hair
Yeah.
and the
Oh, and
the detail
yeah, on the dress.
of the
And the upside down cross
upside down.
Is on the door.
is on the door. There.
I also got a ship.
Yep.
You done your ship, and I got anchor and chains. Doll with star eyes. A random heartbeat. Oh.
Star eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen one, but
No.
I drew it.
A doll with star eyes, did you say?
Yeah. I don't know.
Could the star
haven't seen
mean no eyes?
That
Maybe.
good idea.
But this one's bald.
There's a lot of bald dolls.
Yeah. You know when you was up doing the Ouija board and they were spelling things out and it was K-O... Was it K-O-R-A-N?
No. It was K-O-U...
JK.
No,
JKOU 8.
Was 8.
Okay, so what was your highlight of the evening, girls?
Ouija board.
Ouija board.
Yeah.
Ouija board
Yeah,
for me
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my second would have to be first time doing the card reading.
Oh, I don't know though.
All
I
of those.
think the first highlight of the night for me was when the REM pod was going off
Yeah.
on command.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was really, really impressive
Yeah.
because that REM pod has never gone off
No.
since we've had that.
We know
It's
it
not-
works.
Yeah, we know it
Yeah.
works, but it's never gone off. So that was really impressive. And also, I'm hoping we can pull the footage of the light anomalies
Yeah.
that have been going on upstairs.
Yeah.
Because some of them were quite impressive. But yeah, I think my main highlight was definitely the Ouija board and how that planchette was moving. Because even if we tried to do that, like,
He has, like,
if it would take two people to do that to get it to turn and spin the way that it was spinning. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, so personally, for me, that was my highlight.
Yeah.
And I don't know how gentle and how smooth it was. Yeah, that I think that was my highlight. And that's really weird coming from like us who have always said we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Always
I
said
mean?
it.
But we actually, I don't know, it just felt right.
Yeah.
It felt
so
safe.
smooth.
Yeah. We're in a safe environment. We're with people
We know
that we
what we're
trust
doing.
unconditionally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that was it.
It was a good night.
It was a good night. Would you come back?
Yeah.
Yeah? Me and
Yes.
all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Would you
Still a
say,
good night.
would you all say the doll's house is haunted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would as well. Yeah? Well,
We've
yeah,
done
we've had,
37 in the hour.
Yeah.
we've come away with, I
We've
honestly,
had more action tonight.
I think we
than what-
have had more action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've
definitely.
had, we were saying this when we were watching the CCTV, weren't we?
Yeah.
And we have actually had more personal experiences
Yes.
firsthand
Yeah.
than wherever we've
In any
been.
other places.
Yeah.
There was things that happened here that we tried. So we tried table tipping, we tried Ouija board, and when we was at the Ram, one of the most haunted places in the UK,
Yeah.
and we got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be that we were unlucky when we were there,
Mm.
but we've come somewhere completely new, and we tried table tipping. That was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it didn't fly across the room, but we could feel the table moving.
You
It's like
you
a
could definitely
vibration.
feel something
Yeah.
trying, yeah.
And then the Ouija board, it's just, that has
Blew
blown,
everything out of the water,
that
didn't
blew
it,
my
that?
mind.
Yeah.
It tied in with what I was doodling as well, which was quite cool. I did quite enjoy that.
Yeah, can I see what you was drawing again? I'll put that on here. And we need to take photos of everything, so. Okay. So that will all link in later on. And Doris, you had some really interesting stuff come through the spirit chat, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah?
We've,
Can you read out just a few of the words that come through the spirit chat that link into the things that have happened?
right, we had need justice
Mhm.
with a knife, woman in a castle, buried alive. What was the one that I said to you that I had down, like,
What was that was coming through? It was like a lot of daddies,
yeah,
only
Yeah.
that's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
and
one.
stuff like that. And that, what was weird is that spirit chat has been going off all night.
And all the
The
time,
minute we done the Ouija board,
Nothing.
it was dead
Silent,
silent.
and the minute we finished, it started again.
Yeah.
That was
straight
really
away.
weird. It's almost like whoever was communicating through that went to the board,
Yeah.
focused on that, and then
Yeah,
And then
this
thought,
is
oh,
it.
okay, you're
Yeah.
done with this. I'm jumping back on that.
Yeah.
Because he said he was the only child.
mhm,
January, only child,
mhm.
look up, not married,
Look up
Look up.
on the bed.
daddy, doctor, wrench.
January is my birthday.
And also George, swindle and use mirror.
Bless you.
But there was a word that
Use
come
mirror?
through. Use mirror.
We didn't use the mirror.
We did. Cheryl did unknowingly entranced out at one point.
See, I'm thinking that is
I
actually
just-
a mirror image.
I just went, yeah.
I don't think that's a picture.
Because you were looking
I
at
don't
the
think that's a
reflection
picture.
off of a bit of glass that
That's
was
the
looking in the
reflection.
mirror.
Yeah.
So you tranced out totally. You went well into that portal.
That's what I think.
When Daddy came
It
through,
would make sense.
Without even realising
No,
it.
I don't know. I couldn't take my eyes away.
Twice we went to
oh,
you.
also
Shez, are you alright?
Need Justice came through a few times, and we also got Behind Bars.
Linking to the prison and that again.
Need Justice again. Haste. Transported. And it
Yeah, they
said-
would have been transported on the boat.
Yeah, and it says fear them. I'm not sure if they were talking about us to fear them or fear whatever was going on.
It
at
could
the
have
minute.
been possibly
Or
the
it could have been
prisoners
how they were
fearing.
made to feel
Yeah.
back
Fearing
then.
being
Because they
brought
were
over
going to
to.
It
hits
came
and that
through
in those
Yeah.
movies as
stoning.
well.
Yeah.
Like stoning.
Stoning, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you saying that. What?
Darkness. Attacked
Stone.
teenager.
She's wrote stone.
Who said dolls with a doll with star eyes?
Burglary.
Did you put your star on that
Prisoner
side?
again.
Yeah, but then you had Twinkle Twinkle Little
Twinkle,
Star
twinkle, little star.
upstairs,
Yeah.
and you got that come
Yeah.
through as I drew a star, and then you got Daisy as well,
Yes.
and I drew.
Yeah.
Well, there's
No,
the Daisy, but
and
this
I
was
wrote-
drawn in the dark. I
wrote-
think I've done quite well for drawing in the dark.
Daisy chain as well.
I also got Normandy through. That come through upstairs. 2 deaths. What else was it I wanted to say?
I think there was quite a lot.
Incubus. The words that I didn't understand were metaphysics. What's that?
Let's Google it.
Like
Google
Serenity sort of thing,
definition.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I think everything that has happened tonight,
Metaphysics.
Yeah.
everything's kind of connected.
Yeah.
Well, there you go then. That's what it meant.
The branch of philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, identity, time and space.
There goes your time again.
Yeah.
Where's
And
the
the
other
knowing.
one?
Yeah.
hmm
The knowing with the medium.
Sacrilege.
We've had sacrilege before, haven't we?
I think so.
Translate.
I think we had sacrilege at the museum.
Slave. Witch. Didn't even know that actually came through. I didn't see that one.
Right,
Sacrilege is the violation of disrespectful treatment of something sacred or holy. Upside down cross.
Yeah.
Poisoned.
What?
That word.
So on there she's got Edward
Mm-hmm.
and 1667. In 1667, the most significant event was a Dutch raid on the Medway, where Dutch forces sailed up the River Medway, attacked the English fleet and burned several ships. This event is also known as the Battle of Medway. Additionally, Edward Hyde, 1st Earl of Clarendon, was forced to flee to France after being impeached by the House of Commons.
That has connected.
wow.
Yeah, but hold on a
well
minute.
Done, Kate.
Look down here. 1667.
Yeah, that's what I said up there.
Yeah.
Look. I already read that bit. Keep up.
The Battle
I've
of
done-
Medway happened in 1667, and Edward
Yes.
had to
Flee
hop
to
off.
France.
Yes.
and you've pulled Edward
Well
and
done.
1667, and you've drawn a ship as well.
Edward
Well
Wells,
done.
his name is. Oh, Edward Wells. He became a clergyman and educationist known for his work on geography. And there was an Edward Ward born. Oh, they were both born in 1667. He was a satirist, what's that? Known for the works like the London Spy. What's a satirist?
Maybe it's
Let me see.
satire. Yeah.
Like a, I don't know, is it like a somebody that writes, not like an author, do you know what I mean?
Malevolent come through.
I'll tell you if I can.
Satirist. Actually, don't know that.
No. Wouldn't be someone like a scribe, would it?
Maybe.
It's a writer. It's another
Oh,
word for
there
There you
writer.
go.
Yeah.
Scribe.
There we
Yeah.
go. She's on the ball.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, that does all tally in, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you three have done fantastic.
Yeah,
honestly.
Mm, yeah, definitely.
Honestly, we need to take this into every location.
Yeah. Now I know
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
to do it and what to expect. I think
I
the
agree.
next time it's just gonna.
Yeah.
It'd be easier.
You've
Yeah.
done really, really well, all three of you. Well
Hey,
done.
you're just seriously getting better all the time.
Mm.
Blow.
Yeah,
blows me away.
it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is amazing. And considering that
Not-
it's the first time we've tried that tonight,
Mm.
and
But it's right back from
yeah,
right,
I didn't think I was gonna do it, to be
from the
honest.
beginning.
I really
you've got to
didn't.
you've got to find your confidence in your
Yeah.
ability, because I think you are bit by bit.
Slowly, I
Oh,
think.
sorry.
Yeah, obviously, but that's the thing, Shez. You don't work from ego.
No.
Yeah.
You're not full of
Take a
ego.
screenshot of
No.
that.
You know,
Yeah.
so you're still humble and like, no, I'm not ready to do that, or
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to do that. When actually, yeah, you
That's
are.
how I feel. I feel like I'm not good enough
Yeah,
to do it.
but you are,
You are
and it's
quite
proven.
capable, yeah.
Yeah,
We all started from somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
we've all got our
Yeah.
own unique talents.
Mhm. And everyone does it
100%.
different.
And we all get it wrong.
Right, so let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Tidy up. Wait for Dave to come back. Have a little chin wag with Dave.
Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
get
Need a
some
cup of
bread.
coffee now.
Oh,
And
Pancakes.
because it is
Pancakes.
5:30 in the morning.
And I think doing a debrief like this
is
is
better.
Glass
better.
of wine.
Yeah.
Straight after.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
it's still there.
fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's
Yeah.
why when we were all talking, that's why I straight away said, like, what was your highlights? Because I
Yeah.
thought while it's still fresh in our
Yeah.
head,
100%.
we
Yeah.
need to. I think it would be better to do that.
Yeah.
Sit down, debrief your readings, your
Yeah.
drawings, and then straight away, what are our highlights? Would we come back? Is it haunted? Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm not just saying this because, like, even if Dave didn't have all these cameras up in this house, I would still say this. I would come back.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
place is haunted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
This
He's
place is
definitely
haunted.
getting it
For
to
good
what
reason.
he wants, isn't he?
Well, yeah. I mean, look around
But
us.
if you think about it as well, it's not actually from any objects in here. If
Yeah.
that makes it's from
Yeah.
outside.
Stuff that we've picked
I
up.
don't
The
know
stuff
so
that we've
much.
picked up
Yeah,
is
but I do think
outside.
there is. I don't know.
Obviously, if you think back to 1525 or 1667,
Yeah, when there was no houses.
there wouldn't have been none of this.
Yeah.
It just probably
So a
would
lot
have
of
just
it
been
might
land.
be residual, just going
Yeah.
around and whatever.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of.
I do feel a very, very strong energy coming off that doll.
Yeah.
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 Do
When
you
I
think-
put that ball up there, I was a bit like,
She did not want to play tonight.
Yeah, but when
Nah.
Dave was
No.
here, he did say that things were moving around ever since that doll was put up there. So do you think that was linked to that?
Possibly.
Well, we
If it
need
wasn't you knocking it out, obviously.
Dave's camera. Actually, you can see them clearly
Yeah.
in Dave's
Yeah.
camera. So I'm hoping we can get him to pull that from the CCTV footage and see what makes it fall, because it was either
Yeah.
where Amy put her hoodie on.
but I didn't see anything fall. I just see it knock.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
swing
see
a little
nothing
bit
fall.
because Ames just reached up and stopped it
Yeah.
and said, "Sorry, Dave."
Yeah.
And I was sitting there. I didn't see nothing fall.
We would hear that fall,
Yeah,
and we would have seen
Course.
that.
definitely.
And how did it get
Pass.
from there?
Yeah.
Over
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no way that Ames knocked that
No.
without realising.
No.
No.
Wouldn't have knocked it off without
Where would it
realising.
What make? I mean, if it was, I'm trying to point it. If it was
This one.
this one that fell and landed on the sofa, yeah.
But it was
But it was
end
that one.
right over there.
Yeah, and that one is actually hooked this side.
It's hooked
So if
over
it
that
was
way.
going to fall, it would have come this way, surely, not backwards, and over there.
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully we can get that, and hopefully I'm really hoping that it wasn't when Ames put her hoodie on.
Yeah.
But if it is when where Ames put her hoodie on, then it's debunked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But if it isn't and it just falls and lands over there, then we may have just caught something amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Who's making couples then?
Yeah, cup
I'll
of
make the
tea,
last
chill
one.
out, try and get an hour's kip before Dave gets here, yeah?
I probably won't sleep.
I don't know. I sleep everywhere.
Okay, guys, say goodbye.
Ciao.
Peace. Mwah.
See ya.